All right, guys. This is me. I'm not ready really for the day. That's not true. I've been up for a long time. I've had many coffees, but I'm stalled a little bit because today my dad and my brother are getting tested for him to be a kidney donor and receive a kidney. And so it's kind of a stressful day. And so friends and family, people who know how to use their energy and are loving and kind are sending positive vibes, and people that want to be mean will still be mean. But the word, the word, the word, the world still turns, as it were. And so a part of being positive and doing the things means doing the things and trying to keep that positive mindset. So I'm here working, doing the things, freaking out. Mary says, "Man, I'm super frazzled at the moment. I needed this break." It's true. You're not alone. Today, the astrology is thick, the fog is heavy, and the ether, the astrological ether, if you will. Man, we're going to see who tunes in for the lipstick and like good looks because look at me. I'm in my robe. I mean, I am dressed. I'm still in my robe because it's cold and was wearing a nice blazer and I spilled coffee on it. And it's just been one of those days when nothing wants to work out. Just one of those days. Hey, when Mercury goes direct. Mercury's direct today. When everyone's like, oh my God, Mercury's retrograde. Shit's going to hit the fan. And it does. And it do. And it does. And it does. Um, Yesterday, so the moon is in Pisces, which means that the moon is waxing. We're coming out of a new moon. So when you look up to the sky, it's getting to become a bigger fingernail. It's waxing, it's growing. And oh, can I call you right back? Let me call you right back. It's work. 10 minutes. Everything okay? Weird. I just got, man, it's just constant. There's cops getting shot, people being shot in Minneapolis. There's things happening, school shootings. There's all sorts of craziness. So, no sleep for the wicked. Anyway, Mercury goes direct. Mercury goes direct in Capricorn today, but the moon is waxing in Pisces. So the moon, all the feels, the growing emotions, growing feeling. That's going to be affecting everybody. Think about how everyone around you. Mary says, "Do you have an album? I would buy it." I do have a YouTube stream called Alone in a Crowded Room, and it's songs that my husband and I do together because my husband's the musician. It's not me. My in laws are the musicians. It ain't me. My sister's a musician. It ain't me. My mom was a musician. It ain't me. It's like a Shaggy song. My grandparents were musicians. It wasn't me. And I am not the musician, but I like to think that I am sometimes. So it's a learning thing. You learn and remember things when you sing. Mary, did Matt pass my message along? I believe so. I'm not on Facebook a lot. I don't do a lot of social media as much. And if you're sending things there, it is a slower process to me as opposed to the Paranormal Sarah at Gmail. And I believe it was about my Patreon, which Patreon told me, you don't do enough. And I said, but I'm doing all the things. I'm just not doing a lot of Patreon. And it was like, yeah, you need to not do anything but Patreon. And I was like, well, but I need to like eat and do laundry and I have children and like a job. This is more than one job. So I don't have a lot of time for Patreon, but I'm doing my best. And I'm doing like one thing a week or a month or something, right? That's not enough. We're going to take all your money and shut your shit down because you're just not, you know, not one of our best girls. So like shake your titties or do something, but you're not on there enough. And I was like, all right, well, I'll see you later. And that's what happened. And so I don't actually talk with Patreon that much anymore. We're not close friends. I don't even have the app on my new phone. But because people will pay Patreon for my services that I would post on Patreon, and then people would be like, I'm not getting any of the things on Patreon. And then I'd be like, funny, I'm not getting anything from Patreon either. Turns out they steal money. So that happens. That's the story of that. Anyway, Mercury is direct in Capricorn today. Mercury is direct in Capricorn. What does that mean? What does that fucking mean? Well, you could go back onto the astrology that we did on Tuesday, where Matt and I, the master astrologer, talk about the week and break it down day by day on what it means. Or you could join me on social media randomly throughout the day as I pop in and give you my improvisational explanation. Now, we had said on Tuesday that this has been a period of like stalled energy when Mercury is retrograde and all the planets are like, what should we do? I don't know. I think we should go to Cheesecake Factory. And they're all like talking about what's going to happen. You feel a lot of that stagnant energy, not a lot of doing. You feel stalled in the pursuit of your goals, but it is today. Go full speed ahead that you are allowed to achieve what you wish. Climb the mountain, if you will. Check the boxes. Tailwind to achieve those goals. Draft your way in there. Drift your way around the corner. Get it done. Be efficient. Delegate to be effective. Delegating is really key today. Delegating is really key today. I'm going to say it 3 times. Delegate. It's very important today. There's going to be a lot of energy that's stored up, and you're going to want to do things. If you do things with that much energy, basic science, you could push too hard. You could go too far. You could say too much. You could say, shut the fuck up, bitch. Keep your mouth closed if you ain't got something nice to say. Don't say it at all. And I know that I'm being a bit of a hypocrite to step out of this boundary and have to say that to you, but you're a fucking child. So let me yank you by the hair and tell you how it needs to be, which is fucking shut your mouth! To some people today, that needs to be said. Because it's Mercury in direct, and people are going to be yapping. People are going to be yapping about what they think they know, about what they think they thought, about what they thought about. But here's the deal. If you don't have all the information, don't. If you don't have all the information, which you probably don't because Mercury just went direct today, wait a second before you get more information, like wait a few days before you open your fucking mouth. Or you're going to be met with very well prepared Mars in Aries tomorrow, or is it the moon in Aries? The moon in Aries. So tomorrow is when people get real mad. Tomorrow is when people get real upset because they went too far today. Tomorrow, whatever we do today will get 3 times worse tomorrow. You're going to really feel it tomorrow. So be careful what you do and be careful what you say today because it's rising bread, it's aerating, it's proof in the pudding, if you will, for what will present itself tomorrow. Meta, thank you. Mary. Researching education options for my grandson may be best done later. No, researching good. Reaching out to him and going, hi, yeah, no, I'd like to pay in advance for the first 2 years because you're the only one I've looked at today and I want to make decisions today and I want to reach out and call and do something today because I'm not completely researched. Yeah. Don't do or say. Manage your yang energy today. Manage your yang energy today. If you're someone like me who is known to say too much and is known to push the limits, dancing naked in the gray, if you will. Today, as you can see, I'm not going out today. I'm blocking people on my phone today. Don't call me today. I'm not going to answer today. I'm doing more research today. I'm waiting to see what other people do today. I'm watching and listening today. I'm eating my chips and drinking my coffee, keeping my mouth shut because gangsta's move in silence today. That's the best thing. That's the best way to use today's energy. Oh, you're going to want to say something. I already fucked up and said a few things today, and it's only 10 o'clock. It's going to be a long day. People are going to call you. Did you hear? Oh my God. Did you get the message? Did you read that email? Did you see the headlines? Did you watch the news? Be careful. Mercury's going direct in Capricorn, so it's going to be long-term news. Commanding, oration, invocation, language, verbal, nonverbal. The song that came on in my meditation when I was meditating back on the 30th for this month, and each day was a new thing. Matt, our master astrologer, he was doing his divination with music and it was Rage Against the Machine. I thought that was divine. I thought, and he's like, yeah, my music never matches up. And I was like, no, trust me, because mine was, if you're from the 80s and 90s, you might remember if you're a hip hop fan, the Cottonmouth Kings. I love the Cottonmouth Kings back when I thought it was appropriate to drive a small two-door vehicle with two 15s in my trunk that could barely fit. What are you doing, Sarah? Maybe 115, maybe two 10s, definitely some subwoofers. We got to get it all in there and feel like we're awesome and put our dynamite in so it doesn't shake, but play everything so loud that it makes my dad angry. And I am going to announce my presence with authority because I'm dumb, because I'm stupid, because I'm a teenager in the 90s. And we did that. And the Cottonmouth Kings, if you were in Kansas City, was what you played when, you wanted to feel badass. And I remember playing Cottonmouth Kings. And so when that came on in my Pandora and my space, bomb, bomb, bomb. That's a sound of my 15s with it. And my truck said, bomb, bomb, bomb. We're the Cottonmouth Kings and we don't give. Like, I can feel that. I remember that energy. Um, so I need to remember that as I play that today. Sometimes I'm playing sensual energy. Sometimes I'm working out to, you know, Metallica or whatever. No, today it is angry, ghost mane, uh, very angry, letting my air and fire be sweat and positive coping, be exercise, be out shoveling snow, not talking to my loved ones, not being around people that I might explode on because there's a lot of hot pressure that's been under the Mercury retrograde. So, um, that's what I wanted to tell you for today. And that it's just very important to meditate today. It's important to take a few minutes. If you need to wear a rubber band around your wrist and snap it when you get frustrated or have that vibe, feel it. Feel it. Know that it does need to be released. It does need to be let out. But if you're going to go to a rage room, you know, be aware that there's also those of us out there who are watching people freak out. Like you're watching me freak out. We're all watching the freak out. And I do expect freakouts today. Oh, I expect them. Watch them happen. They're happening right now. People are fucking freaking out right now. They're losing their shit right now. They're going to, Hugin and Mugen is delivering Harry Potter owls or Ron Weasley! I can't believe you took that car! Woo! What did you do, Ron? It's that. It's that screaming. Are sitting there. We just need to watch. So anyway, I'm going to go downstairs and you will notice your index finger, which is your pointing finger, which is related to certain things in your hand. If you're doing palmistry, you know the astrology for this. I will be doing marks on my fingers today. I will be doing some extra stuff around my mouth when I have like cool, disturbed lip rings and different jewelry. If you know me and you know my cryptic nonverbal, I might wear an offensive shirt. I might, you know, clean my space in a crazy way and be playing this kind of loud music. This is, and just some of healthy ways to deal and cope with that energy. And know that Capricorn is long term. So this isn't going to be like, oh my God, did you hear that they did this? It's it's stuff that's like long term things. The company's shutting down inevitably and we're going to go online forever. We're no longer making that color or that flavor. It's just gone. Yeah, they ran a roast beef and it's never coming back. Like forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. It's been outcasted. It's gone. Or something new has come in. You did what? She said, huh? This information coming in, it's forever. So Capricorn is wise. Capricorn is also nurturing and loving. Capricorn wants the best, The intention should be good. Mercury direct, though, is a lot of crazy, long-term planning and prepping that people have been thinking and conjuring and stirring and brewing for weeks under pressure with high temperature, under crazy weather, happening on a Thursday in the very beginning of the month. And there's kind of a brewing of crazy dreams. That's Neptune and Pisces. So people aren't sleeping very well. It's a new moon. It was a new moon fire space. So there's a lot of people feeling as though they need to do something, but not sure what to do. So there's a lot of uncertainty. The Nordic would call that the stellan. And this peaceful uncertainty, to try and find peace and uncertainty is quite hard. If you're out on the water, going to wreck your boat and you can't see land and you can't see the water, it's just mist everywhere. Knowing how to navigate that, you have to be able to use echolocation. You have to be able to use your calcite stone and hold it up and know where you are and have intuition. You have to be able to be quiet, keep your reserve, keep your resolve, delegate, delegate, delegate. Minimize your energy exposure and proximity to loved ones and take care of yourself today, because tomorrow's going to be crazy, and I do expect it. So, and it falls on a Friday. So, I can't even. I wanted to share that with you guys. If you would like a reading today, because this is the day that I'm being near my phone, I'm not doing much. I am working, but if you would like a reading, I am not doing my churchyard anymore. I finished those out and I've just got one last one to send out. But I am doing a really different kind of cool, unique spread that is with the rocks. So if you would like, it's kind of an intuitive test. I'm pulling 3 cards. That's past, present, future. The 3 cards are rock mineral cards to see what the universe might have for you as in the way of like sacred geometry and earth healing and earth magic, because we are in Capricorn. And then kind of, this idea of just being able to use that energy and predict how things will come to be. I love earth magic, gems, crystals, being able to also see them face down and kind of predict what the card might tell you, and then turn them over and get an idea of what your intuition is telling you before you get my reading. So it's a little bit of an assignment, a little bit of an intuitive practice, 3 cards, past, present, future, and let me know if you'd like a reading. They're only $25. And so that's where you can find me all day. I will likely be on later doing some forensic check-ins and some news, you guys. I do hope I'll see you. Be sure and sign up for notifications. They're free. I'm not asking for your firstborn son yet. That's, some time still. I'm kidding. But absolutely, I would love to stay connected with you and see you next time I pop in here randomly. And I'm sending you positive energy. I hope you're well today. I hope that you're doing awesome. And don't forget, direct message me or check me out on paranormalsarah.com if you have questions and if you need a reading. So I will talk with you guys later. Until next time, I'll see you then.